So, welcome back. So, in this lecture, we're going to start with the brachial plexus. Why are we studying the brachial plexus? Have you ever seen a human being which his or her hand is hanging by the side? So, in this lecture, we're going to tell you the reason why you see those things, the reason why you see claw hands, the reason why you see someone in which the hand is not moving is caused by the damage in the brachial plexus. So let's start with this course. So an intricate network of nerve fibers originating from the anterior lemma of the lower cervical from C5 to C8 and the first thoracic spinal root. So the brachial plexus originates from C5, C6, C7, C8 and T1. So what is this function of the brachial plexus? They supplies motor and sensory innervation to the entire upper limb. So the function of the brachial plexus is to supply motor and sensory innervation to the entire upper limb, and their key concepts proceed through the posterior triangle of the neck, behind the clavicle and into the axilla. So they originate from that region of the posterior triangle of the neck and proceed through behind the clavicle and into the axilla, and the axilla is the armpit. So we're going to this lectures is arranged in a way where it starts from the roots. We're going to discuss about the trunks. Then from the trunks, we now talk about the divisions of the trunks. From the division of the trunks, we talk about the cords. From the cords, we talk about the terminal branches. We now talk about the dermatomes and the myotomes, then the clinical correlations. So let's talk about the roots. This is an overview of the course. So the roots are where these nerves originate from. And where do they originate from? From the vertebra, from the cervical and the first thoracic vertebrae. So the roots originates from the first thoracic vertebra and the cervical vertebra. So how many roots do we have? We have 6 roots, which are C5, C6, C7, C8, and T1. So these roots combine to form the trunks. So trunks are gotten from the combination of roots. So when C5 and C6 combine, they form the superior trunk. When C5 and C6 combine, they form the superior trunk. While C7 will continue to form the middle trunk, and C8 and T1 will combine to form the inferior trunk. So the roots combine to form the trunk. So when C5 and C6 combine, they form the superior trunk. The C7 will continue to form the middle trunk, and C8 and T1 will combine to form the inferior trunk. Now, they are going to divide into the anterior and posterior lemma. So look at it, the superior trunk divide into anterior and posterior. Middle trunk divide into anterior and posterior. Inferior trunk divide into posterior and anterior. So as they divide, they are going to combine. So the division of the trunks leads to the formation of the cord. Now let's try to form cord. Roots combine to form trunk. The trunks now divide and they're about to reunite to form the cord. So when all the posteriors combine, where the posterior from the superior trunk combine together with the posterior from the middle trunk, combine together with the posterior from the inferior trunk, we now have the posterior cord. So the posterior cord is gotten when all the posteriors of the trunk combine. So from there, we now have the lateral cord. The lateral cord is gotten from when the superior anterior trunk combine with the middle anterior trunk. So as these two combine, we now form the lateral cord. Why the medial cord is formed by the continuation of the inferior anterior cord by the anterior division of the inferior trunk. So as they combine, we now form the middle cord. So I hope I have given you an idea of what you need to succeed in this course.